So today, we're back in the beta and we're playing a Berserker. But this time, we're trying out the new skill Enchanted Weapons. This skill has a 50% chance to repeat on hit effects, making it a ton of fun used with Excalibur as it triggers our food items multiple times. And it's even more fun with the pumpkin for tons of stuns too. But hey, check it out and let me know what you think of it. Okay, let's go and jump some on-ranked games and see what we can do today. So it looks like we're playing the big old Berserker. We do have a utility pouch. Let's grab the broom. Let's grab this health pot. And do we go for Shelly here? I think we do. Let's also grab this garlic. And I do want to roll once here. And do we go for a hero sword here? I think we do. I do not want to craft up a torch. We could sell this lump of coal with this chip sapphire. You know what? I think we do here. And craft up this hero sword. And yeah, we're going to just move on. So we should be in a pretty good spot. We should have a little bit more healing. Especially with the shiny shell too. We should be able to get to a battle ridge, get some lifesteal. Oh no, it shouldn't be too bad. Our opponent will also have the shiny shell too with the Divining Basket. They also have 4 regen as well. And our battle ridge is going to run out eventually. We still have our health bot. So fatigue damage. We should be able to take down our opponents. Yeah, and awesome. Just pause the video to remind you to like, comment or subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Just so much effective HP, our opponent really couldn't do too much here. I'm going to grab another shiny shell here. Because that triggers 5 seconds, gives us another bit of a heal, giving us time to activate our Shelly. Now I think we should just grab this bit of storage. And we could just grab this piggy bank and call it a day. Which I'm thinking, yeah, we probably are going to. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. So we don't have the most insane DPS right now, with just a hero sword and a broom. But it still should be much better than this point, especially since they're going to be using their whetstone in here, their gloves, not even going to be targeting their dagger, so yeah, if we lose to this point, we should probably call it a day. But hey, I do want to grab a frying pan, but I don't really want to craft up a shovel. I do want to keep our options open for the Excalibur, for staff type builds, so I'm not going to be crafting it up. Although we could craft a shovel and grab ourselves a broom. I'm still not going to be. I'm going to grab the garlic, but I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll again, because I do need to find a banana. That's for sure. But let's go ahead and grab ourselves this lump of coal too, and let's move on. So we should have a good bit of DPS between our triple weapons. The only thing is, it is going to eat up an absurd amount of stamina. But again, we're keeping our options open for staff, falcon blade, Excalibur, whichever comes first. But can we take on this Reaper, who does have a shovel and a wooden sword, and double bananas with her gloves, trying to get that stamina, but not too bad. Now here's the thing, we did get Enchanted Weapons. Enchanted Weapons is going to be insane. 50% chance to repeat on hit weapon effects. Which means this has a extreme high chance to inflict some blinds, and once Excalibur goes, hell yeah, that's going to be nuts. Now let's grab you. Hammer of Feasting, which is even better for Excalibur. Now let's grab you. Let's grab the banana. It does give us garlic. It does give us another banana too. I'm going to rock on with this for now. So we're going to have our Enchanted Weapons target specifically our broom. So if we do get that chance to blind, it is a 33% chance. We should have a 50% chance to activate it again. So it is extremely unlikely with the broom to scale up absurd amounts of blind. But yeah, once we start getting some crazy things like magic staffs, spike staffs, or even Excalibur, or even Manitors, it's going to go crazy. We could even try to go for a big old double axe, but I don't think we necessarily want that. However, I do want to grab ourselves gloves here. I do want to grab another fanny pack. I do want to roll once. And we could also go Snow Stick Enchanted Weapons. But I really don't want that. We can go Poison Goober, but I don't want that either. And we're probably going to need the storage. To the point where I'm going to sell you, and I'm going to sell you to actually grab it for now. And with that, I'm going to move on. So the dream combo would to be go for a bunch of Manitors into Excalibur. But yeah, I'll also settle for freaking Spike Staff too. But hey, we got a lucky fist in spawn because they don't have the tusk poker just yet. Especially with Markswoman. They would go straight up crazy with that damage. Especially this round, I mean. So not too bad overall. Now we did get a Peasant's Flask, but I'm not going to be taking it. And hell yeah. That's straight up nuts. That's literally straight up nuts. Now I do want to grab the Potion Belt as well here. But do we want this leather armor? It is on sale for 4. I do kind of want to grab it. So yeah. Actually, what we might as well do is place our garlic in. This should be in a pretty decent spot. Now our opponent does have the other skill, Echo and Battle Cry, which means they're going to be triggering all their healing herbs, so they're going to have an absurd amount of regen. Every 3 seconds, they're going to get 2 more regen, or they're going to get that extra damage from the Hero Sword. With 14 regen, that is going to be crazy. However, we do have Shelly though to keep us alive. Every 10 seconds it's going to be activating, giving us a big old burst heal, but yeah, we do have to break through opponent's armor. Now, especially since the armor is going to be starter battle effect as well. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to actually take down his opponent, unfortunately. Yeah, they just had way too much value. Now, the thing is, we could craft up Falcon Blade here, but it does only have attacks twice. It doesn't have anything super crazy, like a Mana Thirst given a +2 mana, which I do really want to grab. Now, Crossblades will be straight up nuts as well, as on hits, gain 1 damage and trigger faster. But I do want to keep the gloves, so I'm going to sell this. I'm going to grab our gloves. Let's grab this armor too. Let's roll for now. And I'm just going to grab a bunch of storage for right now. Now, I do want to grab the banana, try to find ourselves. Instead of blueberries, we did get ourselves a pineapple, which I don't necessarily really want here. We'll be back in a second while I sort the inventory out. So, unfortunately, I'm going to rock on with this sort of situation. We do have our armor crafted up in here. We're going to be increasing the speed of Enchanted Weapons, which I did not place it on a broom, but just on our Excalibur, which is not great. But we're going to go turbo nuts on our Shelly with our gloves to try and get that big old heal to keep us alive here. Our opponent is going to be rocking Tim, which is going to be stealing our buffs anyway. But awesome. Not too bad overall. And we 150,000% want to go Deerwood Guardian here. Now we're going to sell this broom as fast as possible to grab ourselves a Hunger Blade. We're going to roll Stamina Sack, not a spear, Stamina Sack. Garlic to try and find some food items. We want multiple cheeses here. Hell yeah, we do. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to rock on with this sort of situation. I'm going to have our gloves target our Deerwood Guardian. Well, actually, we do want to craft these up into Dragon Claws. But we don't have a crazy amount of food items on our Excalibur, which is a little less than ideal, but hey, we do have our Enchanted Weapons targeting our Hunger Blade, which means we have the potential to use up 2 regen to get a bunch of Vampirism. The only way we're going to get regen is going to be from our cheese, which does also have the chance to give us a bunch of Vampirism as well. So overall, this is looking pretty darn amazing and awesome even. Now the real question is, do we actually want Snowcake here? Snowcake is a food item here, inflicting a bunch of colds. However, I definitely want to craft up Mana Thirst. I definitely want to grab cheese here. Cart might not be too bad either. I'm going to sell 2 garlics to grab the cart, which does give us another cart. It is a lower cost food item, which I don't really mind grabbing. However, I do want to switch this around just a little bit. And how about we take out our Dragon Skill Armor for now. And just rock on with this sort of situation. Actually, I do want to grab the Anti-Flamina. And unfortunately, I'm going to be leaving Snowcake behind. Which is madness, because it is a food item. Which is going to be perfect with Excalibur. But I definitely want to just grab as much cheese as possible. Grab as much cheese as possible, look for chilies, and go crazy with max life stacking. But we definitely need a bunch of mana. Now, we did get the other new skill, Echoing Battle Cry, which repeats start battle effects, but I don't think we actually want to hear. Unfortunately, none of our abilities here does have that start battle effect. But hey, talk about awesome combo. Hardwood with the Echoing Battle Cry giving you a crazy mana block. And also you can potentially get more max life with more stats as well. But I think we kind of have to settle for Bagtacular, unfortunately. Let's grab the carrot, which does give us a pineapple. Let's grab you. Arms of Darkness, which I don't necessarily actually want here. Pineapple for some spike stacking is also pretty darn smashing. But I am going to leave for now. We definitely need blueberries. Let's grab the storage. Let's reserve this card too. Let's put in our Armor to Darkness. And let's keep moving. Now, Potion Belt is not going to be that great for us because we don't want Potion Belts. However, with our Enchanted Weapons, it means our Mana Thirst does have the potential to stack up 4 mana on every hit. Which is going to be absurd. Absurd value for our freaking Excalibur. And then Excalibur has a chance to trigger twice, which means it's going to be triggering our food items multiple times. So overall, not too bad. And speaking of crazy, the pumpkin here is going to be food item, and it is going to have an on-hit effect, which we are definitely going to have to take that. But let's grab our Potion Belts, and let's set this up a little bit more ideal. Also, we got ourselves that chili pepper, which I desperately want here. But I do want to hold on to a Dragon Scale Armor. And yeah, this is looking pretty good because we should be able to stun like crazy with our pumpkin. For sure, because when we do activate our Excalibur multiple times, it is going to activate our pumpkin multiple times, giving us a crazy chance to stun. So overall, this is actually going to be insane. Insane in my opinion. Yeah, look at all the stuns on our opponents. Like, I don't think our opponent is going to have a freaking chance here. Now, we only end up with a 20 DPS, which is not insane by any means, but we are scaling builds. We do have 25 heals, and we do have 110 max life gain. But I genuinely believe we can take this even further by grabbing a chili, grab the pineapple, another banana I'm not going to be grabbing, let's grab you. And I'm going to sell this, and I do kind of want to reserve this, but roll at the same time. Looking for that bit of storage. And do we get rid of our Shelly for now? Shelly's been good and all, but we're going to get rid of you, because we definitely need more storage here. Let's get rid of one banana here. But I do gotta move on. Now we could have also put our banana in and our garlic, yeah. But it still should be pretty good the way we have it. Now unfortunately we're not going to be using our Dragon Claws on our Shelly right now. We're just going to be using it on our Deerwood Guardian. But yeah, look at how crazy this is going to be insane. We should be able to get even more heat, increasing everything faster and faster, stacking up so much max life. And not too bad. I wouldn't mind grabbing a second Hunger Blade here. Let's grab you too. It does give us a Fly Garlic on sale, and it chili's exactly what I'm looking for. So, I'm going to be grabbing it. Let's sell you. I'm going to let go of that for now, and I definitely want to push a bolt here. So I'm going to sell the garlic, I'm going to sell the banana, I'm going to sell the carrot to grab it for now as well. Because I definitely want to add in our Dragon Scale Armor for even more damage reduction during our battle rage. Now I'm going to roll our final gold, which we probably shouldn't have done, but I do want to find ourselves another freaking mana orb to craft up another Mana Thirst. That way we can have a crazy amount. Now unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to even get to battle rage here. Your opponent is dealing some damage. Once you do get to battle rage, yeah, it's all for our opponent. You do have to burst this down before we get to battle rage, because once we get to battle rage, I don't think there is a chance anybody's going to beat us right now. Now, we're going to be grabbing this Protective Purse. Prismatic Orb, I don't necessarily really want here. It does help us get mana from the very beginning, but we do have to wait till we get to battle rage, unfortunately. Another Protective Purse. I'm going to keep rolling. Now the thing is, I do kind of like grabbing a Cap Resilient here, because it does help us get to our battle rage. So we'll take it for now. And yeah, we're going to move straight on. Our opponent is going to be rocking Enchanted Tuskpokers with the Poison Ivy. So they're going to be able to stack up their spikes pretty darn fast here. But it's still going to be extremely slow to be scaling up that poison. Because with our whole setup right now, we're going to be cleansing all those debuffs anyway. With our chili peppers and with our cards. We're stacking up our power. And we're dealing insane damage. So overall, just smashing. Now, do we look for a mana orb, or do we take the banana and try to find some cheese and try to find some chilies? Now, we probably should grab this because that is basically free monies. I'm going to grab this bit of storage too. But let's keep going. And let's roll again. We got ourselves a mana orb. Which I mean, I'm really tempted to sell this, but again, we let that just offer up itself. It's going to give us a ton of value. So let's grab the garlic because it does give us another cheese, which is going to be amazing as well. But yeah, we do have to wait around to craft up this second mana thirst. But hey, can we beat this Poison Ivy Tusk Poker with that freaking Doom Cap as well and the Wing Boots? We'll have to see. Once we do get to our battle rage, we should be able to scale up all our heats. Winter Shape Peppers, getting rid of all those debuffs, stacking up our max life, and just going to absurd levels. And not too bad. And we did get a flute, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Now we do want to add this in, and I definitely want to grab ourselves this mana orb. I do want to grab the cheese, but before we do, we need this in. Because if we don't have a food item in, and we take the food item, we don't get the item from this. I'm going to take out the cart though. We could keep this flute in, so we stack up a bunch of stamina with. But I'm going to sell it. I do want to keep our blueberry too. We could have our blueberry activated on Eggscalibur, but I'm not sure if we're going to need it since we're going to have so much mana from Deerwood Guardian, and especially with 2 mana thirst as well. So I think we just venture on. Now, it is going to eat up a crazy amount of stamina that we have a Hunger Blade in, rather than a second mana thirst, because it's just going to be a lot more stamina in general, especially going up against a shield. Our opponent is going to be rocking a Spike Staff with a Falcon Blade, which they're going to be utilizing that empower pretty strongly on that Falcon Blade. But again, we're going to be running out of stamina because of the shield, but multi-activating our freaking Excalibur means we should be able to activate that banana like crazy, and it's just absurd. The Enchanted Excalibur is straight up nuts. We're going to be grabbing this for now as well. I'm going to move this out slightly here. So I do want to grab the cheese, and I do want that placed in beside the Dragon Claws. I do want to grab more cheese, but the thing is, I kind of like our food items currently on our Excalibur. Yeah, I like the bit of spikes gain, I like the bit of mana gain, while also technically a bit of luck, and a bit of a power stacked up too. While the cheese gives a bunch of random items, or random buffs I mean, with a lot of max life. Banana for the stamina, and then 2 chilies for heat, and just a bunch of stuns. 2. So yeah, it should be pretty good. Now I'm going to sell the garlic, and I'm going to sell this 2 rebuy garlic here, which does give us another cheese on sale. Which I'm definitely going to grab for sure. But we'll see how we get on with this for now. With Enchanted Weapons, we should be able to stack up absurd amounts of mana. Potentially. Now this still is only going to be 50% chance to activate. But yeah, this mana gain is going to be insane. And we're still consistently gaining up mana, even though we're going to be using absurd amounts with Excalibur. So we definitely want to find ourselves some mana orbs too. Now cheese covered wood go nuts here too, but we're not going to be taking it. I'm going to grab this bit of storage. That's going to be our full inventory. Let's roll one more time. And let's roll one more time as well. And this is it. This is going to be our final setup. The Enchanted Excalibur Pumpkin Mana Thirst type build. With a super fast Deerwood Guardian, damage reduction, and yeah, just an overall crazy fun build. But hey, let's go and see if this is going to be good enough. Can we actually win out, or are we going to fall short? Now we're going to slow this one down. Actually going up again, a debuff or a buff removal type build. They're going to use Echo and Battle Cry for a lot of damage reduction. And they're going to try to fatigue us here actually. But we'll see. Can we take on Smojo here? We should be able to go Turbo Nuts once we do enter Battle Rage. We just have to wait for 5 seconds. We're in the Battle Rage, and our mana is going to go consistently up here. We're also going to be stunning our opponent like crazy, so our opponent is going to have a tougher time actually activating a bunch of stuff. And yeah, Enchanted Weapons is nuts with Excalibur, Pumpkin, for sure. Okay, so we do end up with a 30 DPS, which is really not great at round 18. Definitely want to be aiming for higher, but as for heals, we do have 60 heal per second, Deerwood Guardian providing 20 per second, with a utility pouch giving it another 14 per second as well. And then on top of it, we did get 405 max life stacked up, with 39 max health gain per second. And then block, actually, not too bad block here, 140 block. But anyways, Enchanted Weapons is probably going to be a top tier skill in my opinion. But hey, we did survive with 5 lives left, but I'm going to have to leave you here for now. And I just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're in history, and we're going to see what we can do. Now, our opponent does have the unique item Happy Bomb here. So we're going to see if we can actually take on Happy Bomb. So after 10 seconds, they're going to activate, and they're going to be dealing quite a bit of damage, but they haven't really stacked up an absurd amount of buffs. So actually, not too bad. Now we are going to begin a crit with staff with a piercing arrow, with the enchanted effects as well. But I mean, it's only going to be targeting their katana, which means they're going to have a chance to remove a lot of rebuffs and also reduce a lot of scaling. Now we are going to begin Shield of Valor, which means our stamina is going to be non-existent here, unfortunately. But can we keep up? The Happy Bomb did go off, but we've so much buff stacked up, and we've so much max life, and not too bad. Okay, so we're going to begin a Friendly Fire Burning Blade flame type builds. They're going to go turbo fast with that heat. But can we catch up to their heat generation with our setup? After getting their big Friendly Fire win con, dealing a ton of damage, and all of a sudden, we do answer back. Okay, we're back, and we're going to begin a No Rush Please Equine Battle Cry, which actually is kind of an insane combo. It means both players are not going to be taking 35% less damage for 20 seconds, basically. Giving your opponent time to scale up all those debuffs to actually activate those strong demonic flasks. But we do so much damage that we can just burst through it. Okay, so we're going to begin a Staff of Unhealing Nocturnal Locklifter with tons of Blood Goobers with Slime Time. And they're also going to be Blindness with that Light Goober too. They're going to have tons and tons of healing efficiency. They're going to have our healing down as well. But can we keep up? Yeah, not too bad.